Four times. Yeah. Hey, I pop a perk, it give me more stamina. I hit that net like an animal. Shit, that bit like a snack. Go get some racks, what you better do. LeBron on your head for a pen or two. Come here. I know he a handle. The nigga I cancel. You will get left like a bitch. Hey, look, dot. I am not stressed out. Give me your face, I don't want the rest. Give me the top, I bop. Got guap on my sketch. We like 100 bowls ahead of you. Send the attic, we send it. Stutter so cold, no medicine. Put in work for this shit, I'm a veteran. Ran off on the blood, he get blocked. I ain't answering. Yeah, I keep my shit a lot. I grab a Glock, cause I keep a clip.
What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be going over the backup drift car. This is a seat time car, stock, you know, has some goodies on it to make it drift, but it's just a low power seat time car that I've had for a little bit. I got it from my buddy Jimmy, so if you hear us referencing him throughout the video, you know, either cursing him, praising him, probably not a lot of praise because I've looked at this already, but we're talking about our buddy Jimmy over here, so it's rough. But either way, this is what the car is. It's a 97 BMW 328 IS, stock M52 ZF. It's got a full SLR front, a welded diff, and then basically the rest is just cosmetic. It's wrapped yellow, it's got a KBD body kit. I think it has big duck club rear quarters and felony form fronts, or maybe just the Duraflex fronts. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't even gone over the car since I bought it from Jimmy. So this is exactly how Jimmy built it, and we're gonna be kind of going over it before I even touch it, because I know it was crashed, it's hurting a little bit, it needs some work, but I watched him drift it as is. So he drifted it exactly like this, yeah. which is gonna be funny to go through, but let's start going through it. So here it is. It's a coupe. It's got tan interior. It's honestly not the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but I actually had to put the wheels on it. The wheels did not come with it. But it's a drift car, so it's not the cleanest, but it's all right. It's got the full KBD kit. This was off when I got it. I never put it on, but it's just kind of chilling out here, just so it's kind of with it.
But everybody with one of these knows you keep the KBD rear off. Yeah, we're talking to you, Irving. Come on. What is this?
It's gigantic. Like, you can even just see, even without it being on, it's the size of the car, but I'm not even sure if we're going to put it back on, but this is just kind of how it was. It's a pretty sweet car, honestly, overall. It's really not too bad. You know, the way nothing lines up, this is pretty hilarious. But it's KBD, so it doesn't really matter. This thing's self-clearanced itself. Yeah, no, that's
self-clearanced.
We got one headlight, one kidney grill.
There's two headlights, actually, and Jimmy.
It looks like we welded on a bar across to the side, and it looks like it's a bumper mount and nose panel mount, fender mount. I don't know what's happening here. We could have just put a normal headlight, right? Like, it's not even like it didn't come with it, because in the back of the car we got headlights, we got taillights, we got everything we need.
I would like to say, in Jimmy's defense, which this is Jimmy's words himself, at least it gives easier access to the fan switch.
Oh my god.
Jimmy.
Wait, hold on. At least these
push button quickies.
I think this is a two-man job. We gotta do both at the same time.
Jimmy.
The fan switch in the engine bay, hardwired. Yikes.
Do what you must, brother, but come on.
But yeah, it's a stock motor. We got some coilovers on here. I'm not even sure what kind. I think it's ISCs. I think they're ISCs. They don't come with camber plates from what I remember.
Looks like it.
It was originally fern green. Now it's banana yellow.
The roof is.
You're right. You're right, actually. The roof is green. It's not black, even though it kind of looks like it. So, anything special under here? I don't see anything at all.
Bone stock.
You know, the electric fan. You know, we got that going for us. Everything else totally bone stock. Still M52 intake, stock intake.
Including the radiator mount. That's totally bone stock.
This is a stock plastic radiator. Oh, we're missing a mount.
Yeah, and look at the other one.
All right, at least we got one. I'll take it.
Jimmy.
The Yeah, that passed tech, bro.
Yeah, tech is tech, dude.
Whoever's teching cars, I don't know, I guess look a little closer.
Look at that, look at that brake line.
What brake line? Oh. It's not hooked up to anything. It just ends right here. Looks like it was the start.
It was the start of a project.
It was a start of a project. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it still runs good. I'm not even gonna open it. Oh, hands are gross already. Let's see what else. So I'm sure this actually looks good on camera, but I don't know. The wrap job is actually looks very rushed. I'm sure they didn't really care too much. I mean, it is a drift car, but the closer you get to it, I don't know if you can even see all the grime. It's gross in here.
I will say his teammates, their wraps came out way better. So definitely rushed.
This has been sitting here for a little while. There's a couple smiley faces. People have been drawing on it, but we're gonna clean this thing up nice before we even bring it inside. And then we'll go over it more on the lift. I remember I saw that it was crashed up here. Let's check out the crash first, actually. This wheel is bent out. That is some toe out. Look at that. Something's bent under there, but dude, he drifted it exactly like this.
Oh yeah.
This was at Palmer. I watched him drift it exactly as is, so we know that it works. Something's fucked up. Looks like they tried to straighten it a little bit, but broken taillight never hurt anybody. But let's get this thing cleaned up. We'll get it inside. And we'll look a little further. Because Jeff is drifting this thing this weekend. We're going to be actually drifting the turbo car. You saw in the last couple of videos, that thing is pretty awesome. Mid 600 horsepower. We're going to be testing that thing this weekend at June Jam, and Jeff's going to be driving this because his car is hurting, but that's another...
Yeah, that's another video.
That's another topic. We'll get to that.
Yeah, the 50-50. Oh, that looks
Wow, that's dirty. Holy shit.
5 minutes later, he was riding in my fucking truck. 6 different rivers in my mind, which way shall I jump? 7 members of this family still trying to find his ass. Hey, it's kinda late, so I better skip the number 9. Good color, yellow.
Wow, this thing really cleaned up nicely. Look at all this. All the grime is gone, and it actually looks yellow. You can tell some of the vinyl wrap is a little stained in some places, but it actually cleaned up really nice. It's time to get this thing on the lift, look it over mechanically. I know there's something f***ed up on that driver's side, but we'll get this thing going and hopefully ready to drift later on tonight or maybe tomorrow. This thing's gonna shred in no time. It actually shreds as is, but it's definitely fucked up. This thing actually looks pretty decent when it's clean. It smells like it's got a bad oil leak. You can actually see some oil right here. Some vapors, maybe, in the sunlight.
Something.
Let's get this thing up in the air. So this is one of the cool things about KVD is that you just kind of slam the car on the lift and kind of
hope for the best.
Hope for the best. Damn, that thing sticks out pretty far. JDM is...
What is a nice wrap?
Man, these KVD, I think we gotta remount the body kit, but honestly all of it is...
100%. Yeah.
Like, not much of it
like,
looks
Jimmy,
good.
what is that?
My main concern about this entire thing is that rear. So we got to get this thing up on the lift and look at that rear. So we got the full SLR kit on here. No boot. Love to see that. You'll love to see that. They are ISC coilovers.
Look at those sway bar end links.
Those sway bar end links. Where are those things? Oh my god. They literally bolt to this.
You have the nut, Jimmy.
Like it's there.
This one has the nut, dude.
Jimmy. It goes right there. It bolts right to this. All right, whatever. We'll move past that. Fine, whatever. Whatever.
I love you, Jimmy.
But yeah, let's move back. Stock exhaust, no heat shield. You love to see it. Okay, so we're at Y to a resonator of sorts. All right. Yeah, the turn down. The turn down is actually sick. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole. It's probably my favorite part of the whole car right here is this turn down exhaust.
It's pretty nice.
But man, this thing is bent out. Let's see if we can see what's wrong. There's probably fuzzies everywhere. We need a flashlight.
Yeah.
So we got a better light over here, but this exhaust is actually pretty rough. We got a V-band, big maybe 3-inch, I'd say, to a piece to I don't even what kind of metal this is, galvanized steel or something, but like,
look at these muffler tabs, dude. My boy.
You can see a lot of the damage from when it hit the wall. This thing is crumpled up there. Yeah, it's honestly not terrible. I'm ready to see what's good up here, though.
It doesn't honestly look like anything out of control.
It doesn't look too crazy. Pretty sure this is bent.
These are knocked straight off the paint marker right here. Because the other one's got it too. So it's definitely pushed over to toe out real hard. Right? Or is that the opposite?
No, because if we saw, it's pushed in as far as it'll go right now.
Crazy.
There's a little ripple up in here, but it really doesn't look too crazy. We gotta get the wheel off and check it out. All right, so we took the wheel off and we looked at the trailing arm and we noticed that the trailing arm was bent pretty much immediately. I forgot to film when we took the wheel off and we started digging into it, but sometimes, you know, you see something wrong and you see a problem and you're just trying to dive in and fix it, and having to pick up the camera and film what you're doing sometimes just it's kind of annoying. But I apologize for that. So we fixed it, but what ended up happening was the trailing arm was bent, kind of just on the back side. It hit on the back of the wheel, so it just bent the trailing arm. So that was the only thing that we actually tried to replace, but we actually ended up kind of struggling quite a bit because the axle was stuck. So this is the bent guy. It basically bent from like here over. It gives it a lot of like backwardness. But we struggled to get that out for a long time. Thanks, Jimmy. So we got a new axle in there, and we got the new trailing arm on, and it's actually nice and straight now. Let's see if you can see it. Jeff's lovely face anyway here. But now we're actually doing good with how it is. We might even have some toe in, which is good for drifting. So either way, the trailing arm seemed to fix it. We still have a little ripple up there, but it's not affecting anything. We cambered it out, and it all lines up nice. So now that major problem is fixed, I think the rest of it is pretty small, so it might all be cosmetic. We're going to change the oil, go over it a little bit more, and probably go for a rip. It should be it, honestly. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, should be it.
It should be it. So we made it like a minute, not even 30 seconds into changing the oil, and I come over here and this whole dipstick tube is not even in there. So I took a flashlight and you can see it's not even screwed onto its home. Let's see if I can. So We're gonna try to push that thing back in. I know that that's an easy 10, but like, come on, Jimmy. All right, so we're finally down on the ground. We put some random wheels on the front because the tires have to pass tech. So these aren't the prettiest things in the world, but they're gonna work. Jeff's gonna be able to drift, and that's kind of what we're going after. I think I forgot to mention earlier that we fixed the dipstick. Nice and secure now, so we're just gonna check the oil. We just changed the oil, so make sure the level is good, and then we're ready to drive this thing. How are we doing?
Well, I gotta clean it off first. 1 second. All right, gotta use the clean rag, okay? Don't wanna have debris enter your oil. Dude, right on the money, dude.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Beautiful.
All right, let's take this thing for a rip. Maybe we'll figure something out about the bumpers, but the KBD is impossible to mount. Does it feel? Is it rolling better?
Oh, it rolls so good, man.
All right, we're finally in. This thing doesn't work at all. Not even plumbed.
I should have hit the brakes right when you did it. Right? It really sketched you out. Oh my god, it drives so much better.
Drives good. It feels good.
I gotta get used to that.
The steering's a little stiff, isn't it?
Yeah, but I kind of like that going from. I daily drive an IS300 without power steering right now, so.
This thing's quiet.
Heavy too. Ooh, a little crap pop bang tune.
We're missing a lot of stuff here. Whatever. Feels good.
Real heavy, dude.
Yeah, this thing definitely needs some love, but honestly, as long as it works and functions.
Dude, this is a unit, dude.
what we
I
care
run
about.
this all day, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be. That was almost my face when I couldn't make the event.
Jeff, you wearing boots down there?
Yeah,
Can't even see shit.
dude.
either.
I can't even like use this clutch. Can you drive?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. You got your fucking muck boots on there.
Dude, I gotta show us some of those legendary moves, brother.
Yeah, dude, you'll do just fine in this thing.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great.
Oh
It
yeah.
makes for a great backup car.
Oh dude.
Stock 320. Hey, the cluster actually started working.
Does the fuel gauge work on this one?
Everything works.
Damn, I gotta flex on you, bro.
Everything works. Yeah, you're right. None of my shit works at all. All right, cool. Well, this thing's done. We're gonna give this thing a little bit of love, and then it's time to go drifting.
Hell yeah.
Stay tuned for the next video.